law showed them.
And you didn't contribute anything to this. I should have shown you, coward.
Spare me. They'd have killed me. Take the keys to my house. Use them to get past the barricades.
You will get what you deserve, you damn traitor.
Hey, psst, get us out of here. We'll join your fight. Damn, it's Chiron. He's freed the prisoners! Steady yourselves to the last man! Smash them, fellows!
Chiron, we won! Congratulations! Welcome to the Kreutzer Cartel. Welcome, friend, for after all, you're now a citizen of Warunk. One more little thing.
What is it?
We took a few prisoners, ringleaders. Execute them.
Why would I want to execute someone?
The guards watched in silence as people died of starvation. And I don't think it's too much to ask for you.
I'm supposed to do your dirty work.
This would be a fitting...
Is this really necessary? This is about whether people respect the cartel or fear it.
Every living guard hurts business. They knew what they were getting themselves into. My people want to see... That's my opinion. But if you're too soft to finish what you started, we can simply...
Best enemy is a dead enemy.
Excellent. A great future awaits you.
In less than an hour, the bodies of 3 guards dangled from the walls. The starving had vented their anger, and their booty from the armory allowed them to at least feed their families for several weeks. The Kreutzer Cartel's victory was complete, and Chiron was a hero to the city's poor, even if the lack of food did hit them even harder later. The weakening of the guard in Warrung led to an increase in theft, and the merchants found their businesses badly affected by falling prices. While the Rondrians said nothing about the events, Margrave Zumadan expressed more than just gentle regret for the unnecessary bloodshed.
What are you looking for around here? Punching heads? Piss off. And no stupid looks neither.
Don't be like that. I still need at least 2 more customers today.
Piss off. And no stupid looks neither.
Don't be like that. I still need at least 2 more customers today.
You've done the Kreutzer cartel a great service today, Chiron. We fight for freedom and the forgotten. Law is what we say it is. Do you want to join the cartel?
The rogues and cut purses? Count me in.
It was done. His actions at the armory had secured Chiron and his family a place within the protection of Warrank's walls. Falk of Arivor would have to find another bride. Yet Chiron had no time to rejoice, for panic suddenly erupted in the streets of Warrank. In the western city, hordes of undead rose to attack the refugees. Chiron lost no time, for his family was in danger. He hurried to the refugee camp.
Undead and demonic magic. Hang on, Calandra.
You'll never get me! I'll get you!
Calandra, father, are you all right?
We're doing fine, Chiron.
This hut won't take this for long. With you here, we can try and break out.
What the hell's happened?
The attack came suddenly. We were lucky that we rescued the others.
Lucky is an understatement. Right now, they're shredding everything alive out there. The undead are coming from all directions.
Then there must be several sources, summoning circles, necromancers' work.
We need to head for the Prios Temple. It's easiest to defend.
Consecrated ground. If we're lucky, the Sun God's blessing will stop the undead. Let's go.
Alone? And what about the people?
If those summoning circles really are the source of the undead, that would definitely be an advantage for us.
It would mean that the undead aren't just appearing on their own. You can't summon undead demons.
Let us hope that the necromancers didn't forget their protective circles. Otherwise...
Quit showing off, as if protective circles would affect you. It's not like you're from the Netherhells, Chiron.
Maybe not. We no longer belong.
What do you mean?
We have our citizenship. We can enter the city.
This...
And just where exactly is Folk?
Stop it, Chiron. We don't know where they're fighting the...
Right, we don't...
Right.
Stop!
Let's just... Seems the Rondrians weren't...
That's...
Then there are...
Though some...
They'll have... The undead could attack...
I will not leave.
You really are out to make us the patron saints of this camp.
I have no idea what you're talking...
Chiron, go ahead. You hack your way through the...
From one summoning circle to the next. If I catch a necromancer, It's the tougher path, but there's less danger if...
Let's go. What have you found?
A severed hand.
Severed body parts as a sacrifice for the invocation of a demon.
The only one who really comes into question is Thalgunitoth, archdemon of the undead.
The Dark Mother.
Stop it, both of you. Anyone naming names is playing with their soul.
As if that ever stopped you, Father.
This is something else, Kalat.
Don't think for a minute that you can keep
Alright, let's keep moving. We still...
Get away from my daughter, you monster!
You found something?
A piece of amber. The sacred stone of the sun god Prios.
Black Araz. Definitely the Lord of Vengeance. He's the only one anyone would offer up a piece of amber to in order to facilitate the invocation.
You mean the sun god, Prius' nemesis? What would he have to do with summoning undead?
Maybe that explains why they were able to attack during the day without turning to dust.
The light-shunning rabble.
Don't be silly. This just doesn't fit. If Black Araz is involved, someone is out for revenge. But when he starts summoning something...
Oh, then it has to be a Borberadian, Father. With them, nothing is ever the way it seems.
Find that funny, do you? You find that funny, you silly fool?
Come, Father, calm down. Now, if we find him and he really is a Borberadian...
You are fools, children. Happy fools.
Another barricade. At least one summoner must still be alive. What the hell's happened here?
One less necromancer. One more demonic sacrifice. An executioner's sword with a lioness coat of arms on it.
A Rondrian weapon as an offering in an undead summoning. That's strange. The war goddess's demonic opponents have nothing to do with revenants.
Right. That summoning must have been directed at some other demon than the archdemon Thargunitoth. The undead have been called independently of this summoning. Besides Rondra's nemesis Bel-Halha, I'd say Blackaraz, the Lord of Vengeance, would probably be a good guess. Executioner swords are often sacrificed to him.
How come you know so much about demons?
You picked these things up over the years. Chiron, weren't you in a hurry? There's still a good way to the Prios Temple.
Folk! Who would ever thought to see you here?
Sharp-tongued as ever. At least there's one way to distinguish you from the undead.
You have some nerve, man. Why are you just People are dying like flies here!
The leader of the necromancers has fled to the Prios Temple. He is trapped.
The House of the Sun God has been desecrated.
The God of Princes will not protect the lowliest. At least we know that now.
And we know where his soul will go when we've finished with it.
I know what you want to say, Chiron. You want to... But, no. You were very brave in running.
Suddenly worried about getting your fingers dirty?
No, dear Chiron. For once in your life, you too should have the chance. Maybe some rich citizen's daughter will hear of your courage. A cleverly arranged marriage with a little tart like...
You...
Chiron! Please!
I'm going in.
Chiron, I have been expecting you.
How do you know my name?
You won't need a name where you're going. Get ready to face the Dark Mother.
The villain's escape left many questions unanswered. Who summoned them? What did he want to achieve? Why did Falk, a senior Rondrian, allow Chiron to face the summoner? Instead of replying, Falk ordered the Rondrians to seal off the refugee camp and comb it in search of the summoner there, using whatever means necessary. He quartered his bride Calandra and her family in the Old Pillory, the best guest house on the square. At least now, with the approaching wedding, his thoughts seemed to focus on Calandra's welfare. At least, that was the impression he gave. Stop eavesdropping, Chiron. What is said in the next room is none of your business.
Falk is talking to his mother, probably planning his next crime, the bastard.
Enough! We all realize that you can't stand them.
Not even you like those two, Father. We could see the way you stared at Falk's mother.
You had better get used to them.
I'm not going to do it, Father. We have citizenship. We no longer need them.
You will marry Falk, and you will move with him when his church transfers him.
I go where I want, and I'll marry the man I love.
Bite your tongue, Calandra. You don't even know what you're saying.
Never, ever talk to us like that again. Otherwise you will find yourself sitting there all alone in the morning with your damn citizenship.
You're a stubborn, rebellious idiot, Chiron. Stop inciting your sister like that.
Father, I love Chiron.
You don't know what you're saying.
And I love her.
Children, you're running to your doom.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything. I thought that maybe little Calandra would give me some advice. The old Rondra temple is such an austere...
Certainly.
Father.
My dear Chiron, it is really touching. But I think she should decide for... I will come. Excellent, excellent. We will host a celebration. And it goes without saying that the anxious brother... Very well.
Calandra didn't go with Falk's mother voluntarily.
That was a Be My Friend spell. A harmless elven spell. Probably Falk's mother tried to...
And it's Be My Friend's very harmlessness that makes it so suspicious. She must have a very, very good knowledge of that spell to calm down someone as angry as Calandra. Did you notice her pointed ears? If she is an elf, how can she be Falk's mother? He's no half-elf.
Maybe she's only his foster mother.
You just don't want... The old Rondra temple is a strange choice for Calandra's wedding. The Warankians say the place was a necromancer whorehouse.
Falk wants to use the gesture. Today's good defeats yesterday's evil. Metropolitan Yarkon won't appreciate that. It undermines his authority. But he... that way...
While Falk prepares for his wedding...
They're looking for the necromancer.
That was a transversalis spell. Unusual for a necromancer. You were right. Those undead really were just summoned as a distraction from something bigger. From whatever the
But what could be bigger than Horde?
At any rate, it's passing strange that Falk is concentrating all of the Rondrian forces on the refugee camp. Almost as if he...
Despite everything, Falk is a Rondrian. What would he have to do with the Archdemon of Revenge?
I don't know, but it's strange. Falk is a pimp, a traitor, and I got us our citizenship. Why this...
Your siblings, Chiron.
But why Falk, of all people?
I won't tell you. I wish...
I'm going to the Rondra temple. I'm not leaving At least one of us has to stand by her.
Chiron, my friend, I've been looking for you.
Did something happen?
Yes, Theodore has been kidnapped.
By whom?
Well, what do you think? The guard, of course. Reason enough for me to warn my dear neighbours, so be careful, my friend. You could be the next person to...
You mean an active...
Possibly. Fergalosh can be very unreasonable.
Why did the guard...
It seems Fergalosh just can't get over...
Getting him to join us? That's one way to put it anyway.
I treated him as a guest.
So...
Theodore has very interesting views on the freedom of the... Sergeant Fergalosh on...
Under the... Have you heard...
Oh, yes.
A necromancer...
I'm sure...
Why would the guard desecrate a temple?
The Rondrians cannot ignore the fact that the temple was desecrated, and the one who brings them the effect... Sooner or later...
Especially...
You've got...
And what if it's not Fergalosh who's behind the necromancer?
If Falk were to capture the summoner, the Warunkians would simply celebrate it. The people's favour is as fickle as a...
And then...
Both have a...
Let them...
And then...
Why? Get it? I have to go.
Take care.
That's Chiron.
Interest. The Metropolitan has decreed. Who's... Welcome, Chiron.
Back again.
Metropolitan announced the city walls have been completely Metropolitan has decreed, whosoever pacts or communicates with demons shall burn.
Yesterday, the cartel
Whoever
went out
wears
on
their
another
symbol
foray.
or speaks their language will lose their sight. Whoever pretends...
Freed of hope, maybe.
I'm glad to be in here. I hear people in the West Town are rotting alive.
You hit her.
My wife will be silent when I demand it.
That's enough!
Chiron, drop it.
That's right, my love. It would be a shame if my dear brother-in-law were forced to watch our wedding from the scaffold.
Man to man, Chiron will chop you into bloody little pieces.
It will be my pleasure. When the time is ripe. Men, march!
Didn't you defend yourself?
It's not as bad as it looks. His mother jumped in between us before it got ugly.
What did you do in the temple?
Wedding preparations in the temple, and some kind of test on me.
On you?
Chiron, there are more important things at the moment. Please listen to me. Fulks' mother seems to like me. A lot. I was able to ask her a great many questions, and she talked like a disciple of Namdus. Fulks struck me to stop me from asking questions. She already knows much too much, he said. And he was right.
This test, it had something to do with our magic powers?
Fulks' mother knows something about them, I'm sure. My gift was the reason for the test. When our blood mingled, it seemed to have awoken something.
This just can't be true. Father warns us for years not to mix our blood, but never tells us why. Then some masked elf comes along, and all of a sudden you somehow have to marry the man who pretends to be her son. And when our blood accidentally does mix, awakening some sort of magical powers in us, then guess which same elf has an answer?
An answer she hasn't given me. Just a lot of solemn talk about the power of blood and pain. And that right after Fulk beat me bloody.
I'm gonna talk to Father. He has to stop.
As long as you don't beat him to it.
What did Fulk's mother
I think it was some kind of magic test. She wasn't much interested.
Not much?
In the end, she said
And then?
nothing more. She just smiled and talked quite excitedly about the wedding. And about freedom, power, and ecstasy.
That woman is really strange.
I don't think that she's his mother, rather something like him. And right now she's none too happy. She called him a failure.
Because it's unworthy of a Rondrian to lose.
No, he must have made some mistake first. I'm not sure, but it's after he hit me, she hissed at him. "Fool! Now it has begun anyway," she said.
Maybe it has something to do with the refugee camp. The necromancers are...
Or our magic.
Calandra, let's...
There are 3... Secondly, Falk's mother is the only one who... Thirdly, I know now that you... Even if these people kidnapped me, so we need...
I won't stand around here and wait until the wedding
Wait, I found out Falk's mother talked a lot about the god Nandus' sons, Demon Master Borborad and Rohal the Wise.
Heresy in the old Rondra temple? Unbelievable to think that the Rondrians would tolerate such a thing.
Except for Falk, there weren't any of them in the area when she talked about it. She mentioned a Council of the Dead, Borborad's Council of the Dead.
Father once spoke of it. We were very young, he had been drinking and was cursing the Borboradians. Upon his return from the grave, the Demon Master summoned the souls of the greatest scholars from Boron's underworld. He banished them into 3 troll skulls, which had to answer all of Borborad's questions. Whenever they refused, they were plunged into terrible agonies.
I remember. Father said that the skulls only answer Borborad himself, him or his official successor.
Borborad appointed a successor?
If he wanted to ensure that his church would continue to exist after his...
Maybe there isn't an official successor. Then the skulls would have to answer everyone.
Or no one. If I understood Falk's mother correctly, the Council of the Dead is somewhere in Moloch Mountain. This could be our chance. If the Council of the Dead knows the answer to everything, about the undead, the necromancer...
So back to...
But it's... Take this. I've borrowed it from Falk's mother. She waved it around when talking about the council. Maybe you can... Good luck.
I'm glad to be in here. I hear people in the West Town are rotting alive.
Cannibal's still alive, but his prisoners as well.
I'm Chiron, and I am here to consult with you.
You are not the Master. He did not know you. You have never seen him.
Council will reply only to the Demon Master.
And yet you still talk to me.
You told the truth. We had to answer him.
And you will have to answer him again.
Stranger, what gives you this power?
I would answer you, but this power is a mystery to me.
Council is equal to you in its lack of knowledge. If he has not yet found out what has made him what he is.
If the Council were to answer only who declares his intent,
then shall the 3 questions of the Master attest the truth. Therefore bethink you, stranger, and inform the Council should you be disposed to face the Master's questions.
Ask the Master's questions. I'm ready.
Speak the Master's name. You are wrong, stranger. Who are escape?
where are
You are. He did not.
Council
You told.
and
Stranger. Council.
if the
Then therefore speak. Oh.
Right.
Forsooth of authority, that is his name. Hear now the second question. What was the Master's eternal contradiction?
The ideal of freedom that should apply.
That is his greatest contradiction. Now the third and final question.
Who shall speak for the Master in future?
The Church of Borberad was founded by gold-ornamented Ziran. He called himself Portifex Maximus, but it is said that he has fallen. Now there is the office of the High Prophet. It is said that he will bring the Master's wisdom to the believers until the day a new leader stands revealed.
The answer was not entirely correct.
But the future shall prove him right.
Ask your questions, stranger.
What is...
Long remained undiscovered that which was buried deep. Blood alone opened the gate built by the Master's hand.
Gift will give you that which it takes from others. From the 7 grows the paladin. In the end, the great...
Yet today, your gift gives you power. Your blade...
Who is Calandra? What are Falk and his mother going to do to her?
Once she was to share your fate, but the man who kidnapped her made freedom compulsory for you all.
Master's handmaid will take her into the harshest darkness. She plans the best of all deaths for Calandra.
And this is inviolable. Was one of 3. They may want him to be one of two. He followed her master's handmaid, but her greatest favor made her his enemy. He did not.
Now you are again free. He will not know everything, but he will help.
How do I find the next?
He served a master different from the one he wished the world to believe.
The drover of the dead will summon a greater servant. The Lord of Vengeance will send him. Real.
What can you tell?
Bathed in splendor did he rise, but he fought only to his own advantage. He was that which the master...
He is your opposite in everything. He wants to take that which he... A master's handmaid, and he shall enslave you. You will experience great suffering.
I've heard it.
Oh, now, stranger. The heretic will show you that which...
I'm glad to be in here. I hear people in the West Town are rotting alive.
It's good that you're here. I have to apologize to you. I was stupid. I should have believed you.
And you think that makes every...
No, I know it takes more than words to convince you. I searched the room next door.
You broke into Folk's...
I wanted to be sure that the wedding... I should have become suspicious much earlier. But for...
She put a spell on you.
Possibly. But when I discovered the intricate little dwarven lock on her chest, but the poison trap was the fire...
And?
I think so. I found a piece of parchment in the chest covered with magic symbols and a secret...
I may know someone who can. A heretical mage half the city is fighting over. The only problem is that Sergeant Fergalosh of the City Guard is holding him prisoner, and I'm allied with Perel.
Perel and Fergalosh? They were always...
You know them?
That was long before you were born, Chiron. Back in my mercenary day.
Tell me...
Perel Nodgelf. A three-man mercenary unit.
You're not together anymore.
Let's say it was about a woman.
All right.
We swore an oath that we would always assist one another in an emergency. Gods know a lot has happened since then, but Try to get in to see Fergalosh, and do 7 winds, contrary and death surrounds. Shall these 3...
Calandra didn't go with Folk's mother
That was a bee, my friend.
Did you notice her pointed...
Maybe she...
How do I...
Try to get in to see Fergalosh. When you stand before him, and do 7 winds, and death surrounds, shall these...
I'm going to talk...
That's Chiron.
What are you doing here?
I must speak with Theodore.
You kiss Perel's arse! You kill...
Sergeant, you have to listen to me.
Thrice cursed dragon spawn! There is no...
Not even the clover?
By Angrosh's mighty arm!
Even when... When death... Shall...
The oath! I knew it. He is really your father, but he didn't even teach it to you properly.
Will you help me,
Your father left. He let down... Does he really think that I would forget that because of...
He taught me everything I know, but he can't fight any more to help you. Your oath is sacred, but as his son, I'm the only one...
Even if... I owe you...
Do you
By Angrosh's beard.
Then let us go at once.
I'm keeping...
Ah, a new neighbor. I was becoming bored down here.
Magus, you must help me. I have a few documents here that I can't read.
Quick, let's see. Cryptographo. Interesting. Nandurian with a Proto-Alhanian key. Interspherical nomenclature. Somebody seems to place a lot of emphasis on celestial bodies.
Nanduria. That's the secret language of the Magi. It was developed by Rohal the Wise.
Precisely. Magi use it in order to protect their knowledge against plagiarism, completely anachronistic, and then the protective spell on the document. The owner has gone to great lengths to protect their secrecy, yet it's only about summoning a demon, an everyday occurrence in the...
What is it?
The document describes the last part of a highly potent Heshtot summoning at a certain time in a certain place.
I've talked to Borberad's Council of the Dead about my magical power.
The Council answered? Then your patron seems to be even more powerful than I originally believed.
I don't know about any patrons. All I know is that the Borberadians have always been enemies, from which...
Interesting. Why? I mean, you don't have...
Watch yourself, Magus!
That's really strange, though. The Borberadians are a church. Normally they should be seeking new followers.
Well, next time you run into a Borberadian, have him analyze you. He may...
Wait a minute. You've already analyzed me?
Purely routine, something Borberadian demonic. Too complex without fundamental analysis. A bare minimum of 2 moons research time. I'm sorry.
But who exactly was this Borberad?
Borberad is a demigod, to be precise, a quarter god, the son of the demigod Nandus. He is considered the Alvarania of forbidden knowledge. He has wandered our world for centuries in many incarnations in his fight against his twin Rohal.
This means that the Church of Borberad is...
Not quite. 13 years ago. In any case, Borberadians use their blood to perform magic. They summon demons and... A bit hypocritical, you...
There will be a last part? The summoning is so powerful.
It says, "Sacrifice as ye mote 3 things to win mighty Blackaraz to thy cause. Ad primo, ad secundo, a sword used in the cause of justice. By thine art, take care that the parts are ensconced in 3 places west of the 4th, and so may you..." No doubt, the 3 preparatory invocations lay the groundwork for the main ritual. At the right time, it will engender powerful effects.
It takes 4 different invocations to summon a single Heshtot demon? I thought they were blacker.
Yes, your common Heshtot is of a rather inferior nature, but the Archdemon of Vengeance rules over a vast horde, and the realm of demons...
And this Heshtot is different than those...
is the astral weight of an imp.
So it's against a demon?
Demons are summoned from the 7th sphere. Now, in addition to the powerful archdemons, the adversaries of the 12 gods, there are also the horned and lower demons who serve them.
All I know is that you can be happy if you don't run into them. Without a magic weapon, you don't have a chance.
In principle, yes, but as far as the magic weapon is concerned, don't worry about that.
My magical powers? They can hurt demons?
Correct. You have a demonic aura.
Demonic aura? Angrosh, help us.
What do you mean? Not a Pactira.